These days, certain habits and mindsets have become so popular that we're often expected to embrace them without question. But not all of these are working for me. And that's why in 2025, I'm creating 8 habits and mindsets that no longer serve me. It's all about simplifying my life and focusing on what truly matters. If any of these resonate with you, let me know, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Isn't this a beautiful day? I'm right here in Syracuse, Sicily, and it's so lovely. It was so lovely outside today that I decided I absolutely had to make this video out here on the beach with 2 guys behind me going diving. And it's January. So let's get into this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about 8 habits and mindset that I'm not taking with me into 2025. I have my notes here. I found this beautiful seashell. Let me show you. It's huge. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is the idea that we have to appear perfect all the time. We see so many videos and pictures on social media of the perfect person, the perfect lady, the perfect guy, the perfect home, car, kids, and everything. We feel this pressure to live up to those expectations. They're not expectations per se, but really just advertisements. Companies need to make money. How do they make money? They show you this perfect, ideal situation where you can live your life to the fullest and live the best versions of your life. And how do you do that? You have to buy things. You have to look perfect. You have to have your home looking all white and sparkling and everything in place, which is not a reality. That's not what life is. Life isn't perfect. It's never been, and it will never be. You will have perfect moments, but it's not always roses, right? I used to pursue that idea as well. And I think I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm over 40. I don't have that time. Life is sweet, but short. I don't have the time to be chasing perfectionism. And then when I don't get perfect, I lose hope in myself. I don't have that time. So no more, I have to be perfect. This morning, I just threw this on, put on a little bit of powder on my face, some eyeliner, lip gloss because I have dry lips, and I just came here. So the idea that I have to be perfect, I'm putting that aside, including this video. I know it's not going to be perfect. Maybe some people will not like it, but hey, I'm making it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is hustle culture. This idea that we always have to be on the move and that we have to make all the money that we can make in this world. Otherwise, life is not worth living, right? I'm not that much of a hustler, to be honest, but I'm someone that didn't always have a lot as I grew up. I was a broke student in university. And I made money from making hair, selling clothes. I did things that I needed to do to make money. And I hustled. I finished university. I got a job and I worked. If I could have extra hours, I would take them on. But then I got to a point where I was so burnt out and I wasn't enjoying the fruit of my labor. What's the point in hustling so much and not enjoying the fruit of your labor? And that's how I'm also approaching YouTube. I'm not approaching YouTube with the mindset of hustle, make money, on YouTube as much as you can. I'm not going to be selling anyone anything. I'm doing this because I want to see what I can do. I want to see how far I can take this, but I also want to build a community to meet like-minded people. My goal is to live the best life that I can live. And one way that I know I can live it is to be adventurous, to seek experiences. YouTube is an experience for me, and that's how I'm approaching it. The third thing I'd like to talk about is the topic of mental health. This is not something that is widely spoken of, especially where I come from. I'm from Nigeria. In Africa, mental health is not a huge topic. Like, it's a taboo. It's an elephant in the room. It's something to avoid. Because once you talk about mental health, everyone thinks you're crazy. But it is vital. You know, well-being is not just about physical health, but also about mental health. Once you have the two combined well, life goes smoothly for you, or should I say smoother, because you understand who you are and you would understand how to heal your mind and to heal your body. I always think that when the mind is clear, the body is more relaxed. The body does better. But when you're stressed and you can't express your stress, you can't express your fears, your anxieties. Everything just builds up inside of you. It's like a bottle full of gas. And once that is shaking so hard, it explodes eventually. So, mental health, I'm going to be taking care of that this year. I made a video about how I don't have friends, which, by the way, I'm okay with. I think some people thought I was asking for how to make friends, and I got a lot of advice, which I truly appreciate. But I'm fine not having a whole lot of friends. My main goal for that video was to express that emotion in me that I felt like maybe there was something wrong with me, or maybe there was something missing in my life if I didn't have friends. I'm not going to be hiding my emotions like I used to before. I want to take care of my mental health, because once I made that video, I felt so much relief. I understand that people are different. People go through different things in life. Not everyone's going to like you, and not everyone's going to want to be my bestie, and that's fine. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is materialism and overconsumption. This is super important. I'm not a huge spender, but I like things. I like stuff. But I'm a frugal buyer. And my next video, I'm going to be talking about the no buy year, something I came across and I found really interesting, because that's pretty much my life. So I think I could give some pointers on how to do a no buy year. I'm going to change positions because the sun is killing me. It's nice. The shade. Let's get in the shade. So I had to switch up positions because the sun was hitting me directly in my face while I was there, and that was just too hot. The sun's directly behind me now. I think I was squinting quite a lot before. Hopefully I'm not squinting so much anymore now. The next thing on my list is the idea that self-care has to be expensive. That's not something that I want to do in 2025. When I travel, I tend to like luxurious hotels. I do travel a lot, myself and my husband. We travel quite a bit. And he always tells me, what's the difference between this hotel and that hotel? Just because this one's 4 stars and the other one's 3 stars. And I'm like, no, I want my comfort. And that's just because I want to feel completely relaxed. And it doesn't have to be, because I've stayed in some 3-star hotels that were truly nice. And I know I can do that. I just have to find them, right? So self-care doesn't have to be expensive. I don't have to have the most expensive cosmetics or go for spa days, because to be honest, when I go for spa days, well, I don't go to the spa very often, but when I go to the spa, I think it takes me about a day to lose all of that relaxation, all of that relaxed muscles. We then go back to my normal life. I teach, so I use my right arm a lot, and that gives me a lot of pain on my shoulders, and it's back. So what do? Do I go to the spa every day? Do I go for a massage every day and spend all that money? No, I have to find a way to relax at home. I have to do exercises. I have to do stretches before work and after work. So I don't have to spend so much money on trying to take care of myself. Again, experiences. That's what I need to focus on for 2025. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive. If you spend money because you think that's what will make you feel better, think about it again. If you're spending more and more, it means you are not feeling better. So why not change your idea about self-care and find things that you don't have to spend so much money on, so that you can save money for something more important, right? The next thing I'm going to be talking about is aging. The idea that growing old should be avoided at all costs. I remember when I turned 40, the first thing I did was I searched my face for wrinkles and my skin as well. And I think I went in panic mode for about a week or two, because I felt like my skin was sagging, like my skin was drier. And of course, I would have been a sad life if I just kept thinking about the fact that I'm aging and that my body is changing. Thank God I'm able to switch off from negativity quite fast, but I need to process things. But now in 2025, all I'm going to concentrate on is living now. If I focus on the fact that I'm getting older and I'm getting scared, or I'm doing things to reduce the inevitable, basically, then I wouldn't be living life. I would just be worrying about the future that I cannot change. It's not about what I look like physically, it's about health in general. So, my physical health and my mental health. And I think that's what can lead to longevity in life. It's not about doing things to yourself physically to reduce the signs of aging, because when you get plastic surgery or use all the makeup in the world, you are just working on the aesthetic part, the physical, on the package. You're not working on the whole. So eating well, getting exercise, getting enough sleep. I'm someone who thrives on sleep, so I need to get at least 7 hours of sleep per day. And of course, my mental well-being. I want to be able to wake up when I'm really old one day and say, yeah, I truly lived life. I saw this, I did that, I failed at that, but I succeeded at the other thing. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on in 2025. Number 7 is toxic positivity. What do I mean by toxic positivity? The idea that we have to manifest everything, and then everything we manifest comes true. I think that's toxic because it's like saying that you don't have to work hard. You just have to think something and think about it hard enough, and then you get it. And I think that's the wrong way to approach life, because I believe in the power of hard work. Some things, of course, you don't have to overwork. I don't believe in overworking. I believe in working enough, but working hard to get what you deserve. Because I think that whatever comes easy is not appreciated as much as the things that you have worked hard for. So, toxic positivity for me is just thinking positive about everything and never considering the negative aspects. I'm a very optimistic person, but I'm also realistic in the fact that I know that not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to go the way I want it to go. And that is fine. And I have to accept it. So for me, it's more about, okay, if something goes wrong, what can I do to make it better? And if I can't do anything, I just let it go and move on to the next. But just thinking that having a positive mindset is going to get you everything that you need in life. No, absolutely not. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. So for 2025, I'm going to ignore anything that tells me that I just have to be positive about something and that makes it fine and perfect. My final mindset I am changing in 2025, the idea of faking it till you make it. I cannot fake anything. And that's what I said in my last video about friendships as well. And some people felt that when I said that I speak my mind, they thought maybe I'm a rash person. I just say whatever comes to my mind, and it doesn't matter whether I'm hurting people's feelings or not. I do think before I speak and avoid hurting people, because I treat people the way I want to be treated. I cannot be fake. Even with my videos, when I try to script it perfectly and everything has been scripted word for word, I end up sounding like a robot. I think I have 1 or 2 videos like that. To me, I sounded robotic and I didn't like it at all. I need to speak from the heart. That's the only way I can be genuine. And so fake it till you make it. I'm not going to do that in 2025. I'm not going to pretend to be who I'm not. I'm not going to pretend to have what I don't have. I'm just going to be me. So if you like authenticity, then this is the channel for you. If you like real talk, if you like talk from the heart, if you like videos that do not pretend, then this is a channel for you. And you have to subscribe and let me know what you think. Let me know what are the things that you are not taking into 2025. What mindset are you going to have in 2025? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Okay, let's do this.